Well, because we are like a standalone school, not really a district-wide implementation, I thought it was best to have or use the trainer-of-trainer model. So I took 2 of my teachers and the 3 of us went to the training in Atlanta, the 2-day training in Atlanta, brought back that knowledge and the skills and the excitement, and then proceeded to train my teachers, my entire staff.
Well, we were very excited to be here, and we were flattered that they wanted us to come and share our knowledge with everybody else. We'll be presenting using technology in the classrooms to meet the needs of all learners. It's basically taking a step further than just academics, using the Active Board to teach academics, functional academics, social skills, and using it also for behavior management purposes.
It's going up to an interactive board and manipulating all of those good things in the content on the board that really empowers kids and uses all of the VAKT approach that we know as educators to be so successful.
I use it all day, every day. I use the Active Board, I use the Active Votes, we use the Wand. It helps enhance academics, but it also has been so big for behavior development, sort of helping children to see things in a different way, and it really does appeal to all the learning styles, so the kids are really intrigued and motivated by the board. I have never had a more powerful tool since I started teaching. What we're going to do is we're going to set up our program by looking at the advantage of using the whiteboard. And we're going to highlight 4 different areas. We're going to look at academics, we're going to look at functional skills, behavior management, and social skills. And as we go through, we're going to look at different flip charts that have been created and fall into these 4 areas and show you how we use them with our children with special needs. Okay. We're going to do a quick little active vote question. So what we would like to know is, how familiar are you with autism? So I know you had a lot of practice doing this morning. If you could do it one more time for us, that would be fabulous. So if we look, most people appear to be somewhat familiar with autism. And what we would hope is that throughout this presentation, whether you're not familiar at all, whether you're extremely familiar, you can take at least just one thing away and use it in your classroom or share it with someone who could use it in their classroom. So that's our goal today. In order to set the stage for the flip chart that we're going to show you, we've come up with different scenarios so that we can give you real-world examples. So some of these things happen in our classroom every day, and I'm sure a lot of them you'll be familiar with. So our first scenario is, a group of primary students are struggling to learn the short vowel sounds. They need assistance learning how to apply their knowledge of short vowels in order to read and write words. I'm sure this is something we see on a constant basis. So the intervention would be an interactive flip chart that is both captivating and appealing to all learning styles. And on this one, it has the children match the sounds as they hear the auditory cue. Okay, this next page, we actually saw this when we were in Atlanta, and I do this all the time because I could not believe how much the children enjoyed it. But we just left out a missing vowel sound, and the children had to guess. So you could use the active votes to guess, or you could have the children guess anyway. And then we simply took it over to see if they were correct. And all we did for this was make a box and change the color of it. Our next scenario is a high school functional skills class is working on identifying familiar signs in the community as part of a unit in social studies. So what we did is we created a flip chart that provides real-world visual examples in order to assist the students in learning how to function appropriately in the community. And I just want to preface this by saying all of these symbols we found in the resource library. So I wasn't going on websites searching for community symbols. They were all right there for us. And then we just made a quick flip chart that asked the kids to think about something that's real life, something that's real world, and then match the pictures appropriately. And the kids, can go up and put the pictures, where they go.